Lila felt the city closing in around her, the towering buildings casting long shadows that mirrored the emptiness growing within. Her days blurred into a monotonous cycle. The cacophony of the city, once exhilarating, now grated on her nerves. Her tiny apartment, once a cozy haven, felt more like a gilded cage. Her work as a marketing executive, once promising, had become a soul-crushing grind. The numbers on her computer screen swam before her eyes, meaningless and cold. The once vibrant colors of her dreams had faded to a dull gray. Lila was adrift, her spirit yearning for something more.
Lila, I need those reports by end of day, no excuses.
One particularly dreary Monday morning, as she sat through yet another pointless meeting, Lila realized she couldn't do it anymore. The carefully constructed facade she had built around herself crumbled. She walked out, leaving behind the security of her old life for the uncertainty of the open road. Lila had no destination in mind, only a desperate need to escape the suffocating grip of the city. She drove for hours, the miles melting away beneath the wheels of her car. As the urban sprawl gave way to rolling hills and lush forests, Lila felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. Her journey took an unexpected turn when a detour sign led her down a winding country road. The road eventually led to a charming town nestled in a valley. A hand-painted sign proclaimed it to be Willow Creek. With nothing but time and a yearning for a change of pace, Lila decided to explore. The moment Lila crossed the threshold of the Willow Creek Inn, she felt a sense of peace she hadn't realized she'd been missing. The scent of freshly baked apple pie wafted from the kitchen. The innkeeper, a kind-faced woman with twinkling eyes, greeted her with a warm smile and a cup of steaming tea. It was the first genuine human connection Lila had felt in what felt like a lifetime. The days in Willow Creek unfolded at a slower pace. Lila found herself drawn to the rhythm of small-town life. The locals, with their friendly greetings and genuine curiosity, welcomed her with open arms. She spent her mornings exploring the antique shops and art galleries that lined Main Street. It was in a dusty corner of a bookstore that Lila encountered Sam. He was tall and ruggedly handsome, with calloused hands and eyes that seemed to hold 1,000 stories. Sam owned the local garage, a place overflowing with vintage cars and the ghosts of engines past.
You must be new in town. I'm Sam. Need any help finding something?
In the same bookstore, Lila met Milo, a quirky and endearing older gentleman who always seemed to have a twinkle in his eye. Milo was a self-proclaimed collector of stories and a font of knowledge about Willow Creek and its inhabitants. He took Lila under his wing, regaling her with tales of the town's colorful past and introducing her to its hidden gems. As Lila spent more time in Willow Creek, she found herself drawn to Sam. They shared quiet evenings at the local diner, exchanging stories over steaming mugs of coffee. Lila was captivated by Sam's quiet intensity and his deep connection to the town. She learned about his passion for restoring vintage cars, breathing life back into forgotten machines. One rainy afternoon, while seeking shelter in Sam's garage, Lila stumbled upon a hidden trove of paintings. Tucked away in a dusty corner, beneath stacks of tires and spare parts, were canvases bursting with color and life. The paintings were abstract, full of raw emotion and a unique perspective that took Lila's breath away.
Oh, those. I painted them years ago. Life got in the way and I just stopped.
Hesitantly, Lila asked Sam about the paintings. His initial surprise gave way to a quiet sadness as he admitted they were his. He confessed that he had given up on his art years ago. Life had gotten in the way, burying his dreams under layers of responsibility and self-doubt. Something about Sam's story resonated deep within Lila. It awakened a long-dormant part of her, a part that had forgotten the joy of creation. As Lila encouraged Sam to talk about his art, she felt her own creative spirit stirring. She dug out the old, neglected art supplies from her suitcase, the dust a testament to years of unfulfilled longing. With each stroke of her brush, Lila felt a sense of release she hadn't realized she'd been craving. The act of painting became Lila's sanctuary, a way to process the turmoil of the past few years and reconnect with a part of herself she thought she had lost. The canvas became a mirror, reflecting her journey of self-discovery and the beauty she found in the unexpected detours of life. Word of Sam's hidden talent spread through Willow Creek like wildfire. The townspeople, always eager to celebrate their own, rallied around him.
Soon, the local art gallery offered me an exhibition. The entire town turned out for the opening, their hearts filled with pride for the quiet mechanic who had dared to dream again.
Lila watched from the sidelines, her heart swelling with emotion as Sam, his face illuminated by the soft gallery lights, introduced his art to the world. In that moment, Lila knew that Willow Creek wasn't just a detour on her journey. It was a place where dreams were rekindled and spirits were given the space to soar.
Inspired by the courage and support of the Willow Creek community, Lila decided to share her own artwork. She rented a small space on Main Street, transforming it into a cozy studio where she could showcase her work.
The response from the townspeople was overwhelmingly positive. They embraced Lila and her art with open arms, recognizing the kindred spirit that resonated within her. Their shared passion for art and their mutual understanding of the struggle to balance dreams with the demands of life created a bond that ran deeper than either of them could have imagined. Not just with the charm of Willow Creek and its inhabitants, but with Sam. As the days turned into weeks, Lila found herself falling in love.
Our conversations flowed effortlessly, punctuated by comfortable silences and shared smiles. We spent hours in my garage, the scent of motor oil and paint fumes mingling in the air as we worked side by side.
One starlit night, as they sat on the porch swing outside the garage sharing a bottle of wine, Sam turned to Lila, his eyes reflecting the moonlight.
You know, I never thought I'd find someone who understood me the way you do.
Lila, her heart overflowing with emotion, simply reached for his hand, their fingers intertwining in the darkness. As much as Lila had grown to love Willow Creek, the pull of her old life lingered. The security of her former life, though unfulfilling, beckoned like a siren song. One morning, Lila received a call from her former boss, offering her a promotion. It was everything she thought she had ever wanted, yet it filled her with a sense of dread.
It's a great opportunity, Lila.
Torn between the familiar comfort of her old life and the newfound happiness she had discovered in Willow Creek, Lila sought solace in the one place where she always felt at peace, her art studio. As she lost herself in the act of creation, the answer came to her as clearly as if it had been painted across the canvas.
We need your decision soon, Lila.
Lila realized that the promotion represented everything she had been running from: the emptiness, the lack of fulfillment, the stifling of her true self. She knew that returning to her old life would be a betrayal of the woman she had become in Willow Creek. With a newfound sense of purpose, Lila made her decision. She called her former boss and turned down the promotion. Her voice was firm, her tone resolute.
Are you sure about this, Lila?
The fear she had once felt was replaced by a sense of liberation. She was finally free to choose her own path, to live a life true to herself.
Lila walked hand in hand with me through the bustling Willow Creek Farmers Market, the scent of fresh-baked bread and wildflowers filling the air. The warmth of my hand in hers anchored her to the present moment, reminding her that she was home.
As they strolled past a table piled high with handmade journals, Lila spotted the perfect symbol of her journey, a leather-bound sketchbook, its pages blank and full of possibility. It was a reminder that the journey of self-discovery is ongoing, an adventure that unfolds one brushstroke, one conversation, one courageous decision at a time. Lila knew that she had finally found her way back to herself, not by retracing her steps, but by embracing the long way home.